Loading. Okay, it is live.
Good evening and welcome everybody to our sixth grade finals for the U.S. Geography Meet. My name is Justin Lee. Also here with me on the dais to my left, we have Jaden Murphy. To my right, we have Alexander Rhodes and Ice Ron. Also, we've got Connor Boyd here doing our live stream. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone here for making finals and would like to take a moment to give everybody a round of applause. It is absolutely awesome. You guys went through a lot of tough competitors to get here at regionals today, and it is just amazing to see all of these faces here for finals. Just hats off and a round of applause for them. Take a minute to recognize our finalists by name and have them introduce where they are. Let's start to my left here with Molly Williams. Awesome. Mark. Thank you. We have Satya Dash.
I'm with Celtic Dash, and I'm from Wilford, New Jersey.
We have Ben Bowman over here. Appreciate to see you. And we have Terrence hanging out.
Hi, I'm Terrence. I'm from
Gentlemen, you all are ready. You can go ahead and start getting started. You all know how this works. All these questions are power marked. If you buzz in at 1 point, 6 points. If you buzz in at another point, 5 points. Another point, 4 points. After I finish reading, 3 points. Any incorrect buzz while I'm still reading is a -2, and any incorrect buzz after I finish reading is -1. So the scores will change on every buzz. All right, everybody is ready. We can go ahead and get started. I'd like to wish everybody good luck and a great match. Deep breath, everyone. Here we go. Toss up number 1. This geographic feature is located near the community of Burnsville in Yancey County. This tallest peak in Pisgah National Forest is named after a flagship university professor who fell to his death while summiting it in 1857. This peak is the namesake of the first state park in the American Southeast, as well as the first in North Carolina. For the points, identify this highest peak. That is Mount Mitchell is correct. That is 3 points for Terrence. 4 points for Terrence. I'm sorry, 4 points for Terrence. Thank you. All right, toss up 2. Withdrawals from this feature led to the cancellation of the artificial Optima Lake along the Beaver River in Oklahoma. Center pivot irrigation from this feature, which is in 8 states, led to the revival. That is correct for 5 points. Good job. Toss up 3. The absence of a direct route between Hyde County and this island requires a 2 to 3 hour commute around a network of lagoons, including Core Sound. The town of Buxton on this island houses the tallest lighthouse in the United States. Abutting the Atlantic Ocean, for the points, what North Carolina island is historically known as Croatan Island and names a well-known cape? That is Terrence. That is correct for 3 points. I promise, despite there being 2 questions about North Carolina in the first 3 questions, I did not write this set. I am from North Carolina. Toss up 4. Its geographic feature, which was formed from the outburst flooding of Lake Bonneville, marked the upper extent of salmon migration on a certain tributary of the Columbia River. This waterfall, from the Niagara to the west, lies near the city of Twin Falls and is situated on the Snake River. For the points, name this waterfall in southern Idaho, which takes its name from a Native American tribe. Players should have 3, 2, 1, and that is time. The answer we were looking for was Shoshone Falls. So that question will go dead. Toss up 5. This facility is surrounded by a cactus curtain of prickly pears, and this facility is surrounded by the largest minefield in the Western Hemisphere. This facility's Camp Delta is used as a detention center, and this facility is nicknamed Gitmo. For the points, name this American military base. That is Terrence. 7 times. This is correct. Louder, please. That is correct. This American military base situated in southeastern Cuba. That is Guantanamo Bay. Guantanamo Bay is correct. Satya. Toss up number 6. A complex called the Strong. The city houses the National Museum of Play, National Play Hall of Fame. This city's George Eastman Museum contains the world's oldest photo collection and was named Xerox was founded in this city, which shares its name with a Minnesota city home to the Mayo Clinic. That is Rochester's correct. 4 points, yes. Toss up 7, we'll do a score check after toss up number 10. This feature, with similar features called Explorer and Gorda, is one of the remnants of an ancient formation called Farallon. This feature runs between the Blanco fracture zone and the Nootka fault, and it is the smallest of Earth's major tectonic plates. This feature is responsible for the creation of the Cascadian Park. That is correct for 5 points. Toss-up number 8. This landmark in Morrill County contains the Ethel and Christopher I. Abbott Visitor Center. This landmark is in the American West, which is composed mostly of rural clay and Arifuree sandstone, with a key stop on the Oregon Trail. Overlooking the Platte River for the points. What is this? That is hard. Chimney Rock is correct for 4 points. Toss-up number 9. This land includes sub-peaks such as the Chin, the Nose, and the Adams Apple. This mountain can be viewed from the nearby Camel's Hump, and the eastern slopes of this mountain drain toward the Lonewall River. A ridge trail across this mountain serves as the highest point on one state section of the Long Trail. For the points, name this glaciated mountain located near Stowe, the tallest mountain in Vermont. That is correct for 3 points for us. And toss up 10, we will do a score check after this. The largest city inhabited predominantly by this ethnic group is Bethel, which lies on the lower portion of the Kuskokwim River. This ethnic group, which also inhabits areas around Kodiak, that is Terrence. That is incorrect, -2 for Terrence. That is Bali. That is also incorrect, -2 to Bali. Be careful, players, that's a second incorrect interrupt. Let's see, this ethnic group, which also inhabits areas around Kodiak and the Yukon Delta, forms a major grouping of the Escalouit languages with the Inuit. For the points, name this largest ethnic group. That is hard. Say that louder, please. That's incorrect. -2 hard, and the question goes dead. It is the Yupik people. Yupik. All right, scores, please.
I have Bali with -2. I have Par and Subject with 10 each. I have Ben with 0 points. I have Rishu with 0 points. I have Terrence with 3 points. Does that sound correct to both of our other scorekeepers?
Oh, wait. No.
Does that sound correct to all of our players?
Yes.
All right. Toss up 11. Now it's 7.
Okay. No, zoom out a little bit. No, but let's go the other way that you were. So, yeah,
This mountain range is part of the Precambrian formations, which also includes the Vermilion Range. And this mountain range is St. Louis and Itasca counties includes the big town of Bob Dylan. Virginia is the largest city of this mountain range, whose resources are exported from Duluth. With points, that is hard. That's time -2 for hard. That is Bob. That is correct for 4 points. Sub 12. Pulitzer Prize-winning author John McPhee wrote a 1967 ecological and historical book about this region, whose highest point is Apple Pie Hill. This region includes the Bass River State Forest as well as the Wharton State Forest. For the points, name the sparsely populated, forested region of southern New Jersey, whose relative isolation gave rise to several folk legends, including that of the Jersey Devil. Players have 3, 2, 1. And that is time. The answer we were looking for were the Pine Barrens, but also given us the Pinelands or Pines. That is dead. Go back. Toss up 13. These events affected settlements like Cape Girardeau, near a region now called Boot Eel of its state. That is Terrence. Prompt. I need something more specific. That is what I needed. That is 6 points for Terrence. Good job. All right, toss up 14. The 100-mile wilderness is located near this landform, which is known as Great Mountains in the Penobscot. That is Ben. Lemon, please.
Baxter, no.
I can accept Baxter B because I've not said that is 6 points to Ben because Mount Katahdin would have been the other name I could have taken for it. Yeah. All right, toss up 15. We'll do another score check after this. Blount Island is located on this river, which is fed by its largest tributary, the Ocklawaha. The source of this river is Lake Helen Blazes, and the middle basin of this river contains Lake Jessup. This river flows past cities such as Deltona and Sanford and has its source near Vero Beach. For the point, identify this longest river in Florida. Players, you have 3, 2, 1, and that was go for it, Molly. That's correct for 3 points. Good timely balls. All right, scores, please.
I have Bali with 5 points. I have Hard with 8 points. I have Sajid with 10 points. I have Ben with 6 points. I have Rishu with no points so far. And I have Terrence with 9 points. Does that match up with other scorekeepers? Okay. Does that match up with our players? All right.
Toss up 16. Thank you. 2 campers were killed by bears in separate incidents in this national park. That is hard. That's correct for 6 points. Good buzz. Toss up 17. Brandywine Creek is a tributary of this river in Summit County within a namesake national park. This river's mouth empties in Whiskey Island near Edgewater Park, and the cities of Kent and Akron are located along this river, which caught fire. That is hard. That is correct for 4 points. Sorry, 5 points. 5 points for 4. My apologies. Toss up 18. This bay extends to the city of Fall River, which lies on an arm known as Mount Hope Bay across from the city of Bristol. This bay lies to the north of Block Island, and this bay's dominance of its state's geography has led that state to be nicknamed. That is Bali. That's correct for 5 points. Awesome. 19. This mountain range's sparse villages are inhabited by the Gwich'in and Inupiaq people, and this range's Hattigan Pass carries traffic on the Dalton Highway. This mountain range contains the 2 least visited national parks in the United States. That is Terrence. That's incorrect. -2 to Terrence. Kobuk Valley and the Gates of the Arctic. That is Parv. That is correct for 4 points. Toss up 20. We'll do another score check after this. This county is home to the Breakers, a historic hotel established by Henry Flagler. Jupiter is situated. That is Bali. That's correct for 6 points. Good buzz, Bali. Go your Florida counties. All right. Do we have scores for each?
Yes, I have Bali with 16 points. I have Par with 23 points. I have Sajid with 10 points. I have Ben with 6 points. I have Rishu with no points. I have Terrence with 7 points. Does that match up with the other scores? Does that match up with their players?
Yes.
Right. Toss up 21. The Chisos Mountains can be found entirely within this national park, which takes up a significant portion of Brewster County. Santa Elena is among the canyons border of this national park. That is Parv. Big Ben is correct for 5 points. Taking you to 28. Toss up 22. This ethnic group is known for its red rice produced from the seeds of the achiote tree, and they inhabit islands such as Rhoda and Tinian. This ethnic group, that is Terrence. That is incorrect. That is Bali. That is correct for 6 points. 23. This highway, which largely follows the route of the Lincoln Highway, parallels the Platte River, and part of it is nicknamed the Keystone Shortway. This highway traverses Nevada, Utah. That is Terrence. That is correct for 5 points. right, toss up 24. This system's Embarcadero station is its busiest. That's Terrace. That's correct, 6 points. Terrence is on a tear, as it were. Toss up 25. We'll do a score check after this. The Court Oman River is a tributary of this river, which passes near the Civil War battle sites of Chancellorsville and Fredericksburg. Very far, the childhood home of George Washington overlooks this river, which an apocryphal that is incorrect, -2 which in apocryphal legend says Washington threw a silver dollar across. For the points, name this river which separates Virginia's middle peninsula from the northern neck. Players, you have 3, 2, 1, and that's time. You're looking for the Rappahannock. All right, Jake, scores, please.
Current scores, I have Volley with 22 points. I have Park with 28 points. I have Subject with 8 points. I have Ben with 6 points. I have Rishi with no points. I have Terrence with 16 points.
All right.
Sound correct to our other scorekeepers?
All right.
Sound correct, please.
Yeah, all right, we've got a couple people that are halfway there. Continue on with toss up 26. This feature includes the notorious 40-mile desert in its Lahontan Valley as part of the home to sinking, and its southernmost extent is Laguna Salada, Mexico's lowest point. Tribes such as the Ute and Mono inhabit this feature, which borders that is Terrence. That is incorrect, -2 to Terrence. With borders formed by the Columbia and Colorado catchment areas. For the points, that is Bali. That's correct for 4 points. All right. Toss up 27. This city hosts the shareholder meetings of the world's largest company by revenue, and it forms an urban area with Rogers and Springdale. This city contains the Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium, as well as that is Bali. That's incorrect, -2 for Bali. As well as the Bud Walton Arena, and this city, that is Park. That's also incorrect, -2 to Park. And this city is the largest city on the southern side of the Ozarks. For the point, name the second largest city of Arkansas, which is home to its flagship university, and that is Terrence. Fayetteville is correct. 4 points for Terrence. Toss up 28. This waterway is impounded by the Kinswood Dam, which forms a reservoir known as Lake Perfidy to the Seneca. At Point State Park, within the largest city in Appalachia, this waterway meets another nicknamed the Mon, and both merge with the Ohio River. For the points, identify this waterway, which, alongside the Monongahela in Ohio, inspired the name of the former Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh. Players, you have 3, 2, that is Rishi. The Allegheny River is correct. That's 3 points of Rishi. Toss up 29. This city's Shepherd Air Force Base hosts a joint U.S. Air Force and NATO pilot training program. This city's Newby McMahon building is referred to as the world's littlest skyscraper at 480 inches tall, and this city, which hosts Midwestern State University, is situated just south of the Oklahoma border. For the points, name the city in north-central Texas, which shares a part of its name, a city in Kansas. That is Bali. That's incorrect, -1 to Bali. Players, you have 3, 2, 1. That is time. That will go dead in Wichita Falls, Texas, sharing its name in Wichita, Kansas. All right, that leads us to our last question, our make or break question, barring any tiebreakers. Also, number 30. This town, home to Snow King Mountain, is known for its arches made of elk antlers. This town's namesake resort includes the notorious Corvette's Fouloir, and this town is a gateway to Grand Targhee Resort. This town, just under 10,000, is served by the only commercial airport in a national park on the opposite side of its state from Cheyenne. That is Terrence. Jackson Hole is absolutely correct. Thanks. Good job, Terrence. Right. Yeah. Tiebreakers for statement needs to be considered.
We do not have any ties.
All right. Jaden, if you will be so kind as to give our final results. And after that, yeah, go from down to up.
All right. Well, great job to all of our players today. You all did incredibly well. Let's see. I have in sixth place with 3 points, Rishu. Nice job. Six points, we have Ben. Nice job. 8 points, I have Satya. Nice job. 2 points, we have Terrence. Nice job. 23 points, we have Bali. Nice job. First place, our sixth grade champion for the U.S. Geography B. We have R with 23.
Nice job, Harv. Congratulations. You get to say the rest of your life that you are a national champion here at IAC US Geography. We will go ahead and give out flags and trophies for our 6th through 2nd place winners. Harv, you will be awarded your trophy at the opening ceremonies that are at 8:15, I believe.
It'll be after this.
After this, yes. There's, yeah. I would say go ahead and go to the meeting. That would be probably more, and you can let them know that that's where you're going. Or just tell me and then I'm sorry. I would go to that opening meeting so that you can get that recorded in front of everybody, because that is a big accomplishment that you have done today. I mean, you have done better than every other sixth grader who took a regional or finals today. So congratulations. Let me give out. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Connor, and again, thank you all. Thank you also to Anissa for keeping these wonderful scores, being our bantamweight of the evening. Thank you all so much. Let me give words out. Come on over here with you, Jaden. Yeah. All right, let us start then with our 6th place winner. Come up, Rishu. Next, 5th place, that will go to Ben. Good job. Next, let's have 4th place. That will be Satya. Come on up. There you go. Good job, and you. 3rd place. Let us now have Terrence. Come on up. 2nd place. Let's now have Bali. Come on up. Good job, sir. All right. Thank you all so much. We appreciate y'all's time. If you want pictures with your player and their award with the banner, you are more than welcome to. I will move my stuff out of the way so you can do that. Thank you all so much, and good luck to everyone in the rest of the tournament. Thank you all.